Most people think they fail their financial goals because of numbers. I don't earn enough. I don't know enough about investing. I just need the right strategy. But if you look closer, there's something deeper going on. You don't abandon your goals because of math. You abandon them because your emotions get tired before your logic does. Fear, comparison, impatience, that quiet feeling of, I'll never get there. Your money goals don't fail on the calculator. They fail in your mind, long before the numbers even have a chance to work. And that is exactly what the psychology of money helps you see. It shows you something almost no one teaches. To hit any financial goal, you don't need to become a genius. You need to understand your own behavior. And once you do, almost any reasonable goal becomes realistic. That's what we're going to explore together. How to use the ideas from this book to reach your financial goals, no matter what they are. Think about one financial goal you have right now. Maybe it's saving your first $1,000, paying off a painful debt, building an emergency fund, investing consistently for the first time, or reaching a number that feels like freedom to you. Now ask yourself a hard question. How many times have you already tried to move in that direction and then slowly stopped? You didn't quit because the goal didn't matter. You quit because something inside you got in the way. That something is your money story. A story built long before you set this goal. How people around you talked about money, what they feared, what they admired, the fights, the silence, the stress at the end of the month. All of this quietly programmed you. So when you set a goal today, you're not starting from zero, you're starting from your history. That's why some goals feel impossible, even when they're mathematically simple. Your brain isn't just dealing with the goal, it's dealing with memories. The book explains this clearly. You don't react to money, you react to your history with money. So before you judge yourself for not reaching a goal yet, remember this. You're not failing because you're weak. You're repeating a story you never chose until now. And then there's another layer, comparison. You set a goal, save more, invest more, spend less, and for a few days you feel strong. Then you open your phone. You see someone your age buying a car, traveling, moving into a nicer apartment, quitting their job, hitting numbers you only dream about. In seconds, your own progress feels small. Your goal suddenly looks slow. And when something feels slow, your brain does what it always does. It looks for shortcuts. So instead of following your simple plan, you chase whatever looks faster. A risky investment, a shiny side hustle you don't understand, a big, unsustainable sacrifice that burns you out in 2 weeks. But the psychology of money reminds you of something powerful. You and those people online are not playing the same game. Different income, different responsibilities, different luck, different risks. Comparing your goals to theirs makes as much sense as comparing a marathon to a 100-meter sprint. The book repeats one idea again and again. You only see what happened, not what almost happened. Which means this: you're judging your life based on an illusion. If you want to reach any financial goal, you need to stop competing in games that aren't yours. The first step is simple, but not easy. Define your game and commit to playing only that. So, how do you actually apply this to your own goals? Let's break it down into pieces. First, understand this. A financial goal is never just a number. I want $10,000 saved. I want to pay off this debt. I want to hit 6 figures. Underneath each of these, there's an emotion you really want. Peace, security, freedom, respect, the feeling that you're not behind anymore. If you ignore the emotion, the goal becomes a prison.
You push yourself too hard. Try extreme strategies, hate every part of the process, and eventually your mind rebels. You fall off, feel like a failure, and the cycle repeats. But if you respect your psychology, you do something much smarter. You choose goals that your nervous system can actually handle. Goals that stretch you without breaking you. This is exactly what the book means when it says behavior matters more than knowledge. An average plan you can follow calmly for years will beat a perfect plan you abandon in 3 weeks. Every time. Before we go deeper, I want you to do something. Pause for a second and think of one financial goal you truly care about right now. Now, tell me in the comments, what is that goal and why does it matter to you? The why is more important than the number. Now let's turn the ideas from the book into a practical framework you can use for almost any financial goal. Think of this as the psychology of money in action. Step 1. Choose the right game and define enough. One of the core ideas from the book is simple. People get into trouble when they don't know what enough looks like. If your only rule is more, you'll always feel behind no matter how much you achieve. So for your goal, ask yourself, what does enough look like for this phase of my life? Enough savings to sleep without anxiety. Enough income to cover your essentials without panic. Enough progress to feel proud, even if it doesn't impress anyone online. When you define enough, you stop playing the infinite comparison game. Your goals become yours again. Step 2. Protect yourself from ruin before you chase speed. The book repeats a powerful rule. Avoid ruin at all costs. It doesn't matter how ambitious your goal is if one decision can destroy everything. For your own goal, this means something very practical. Before you try to grow fast, build a layer of protection. An emergency fund, even if it's small. A decision to avoid high-interest debt. A rule to never invest money you might need next month. It feels slow. It doesn't look exciting. But this is the foundation that lets you stay in the game long enough for your goals to become real. If your plan requires everything to go perfectly, it's not a plan, it's a fantasy. Good financial goals assume you'll make mistakes, have bad months, and feel tempted to quit. Your job is to design a system that survives all of that. Step 3. Shrink the goal until it's behavior-based. Most people set goals they can't control directly. I want $50,000 saved. I want to be debt-free in a year. Ambitious, yes. Psychologically sustainable? Usually not. So here's how you apply the psychology of money. You keep the vision, but translate it into behaviors. Instead of, I want $10,000 saved, you say, I transfer $200 on the first day of every month to this specific account. Instead of, I want to be debt-free fast, you say, I pay an extra $50 towards this one debt every month no matter what. You move from outcome to habit, because habits are where your psychology lives. Small, automatic decisions that feel normal and don't burn you out, those are the ones that stick. And the book shows this clearly. Ordinary people with simple habits beat extraordinary people without them, every time. Step 4. Use time as your silent partner. One of the most underrated lessons from the psychology of money is that time is more powerful than intelligence. Your 20s and 30s give you a secret weapon most people ignore. You don't need to be extreme. You just need to be early and consistent. $50 a month, $100 a month, $200 a month. On paper, it looks small, but time doesn't care how impressive your actions look. It only cares that you repeat them. Your future self will not remember how cool your life looked on Instagram, but it will feel the results of every automatic transfer, every impulse you resisted, every goal you stayed with, even when it felt slow. If you understand this, you stop asking, how fast can I get there? And you start asking, how long can I stay consistent? That's where real wealth begins. At this point, you might be thinking, this makes sense, but I've tried before. I always fall off. That's normal. You're not just fighting old habits. You're fighting emotional patterns you've practiced for years. Impulse, avoidance, using spending to escape anxiety. The book makes something very clear. You don't fix this by memorizing more information. You fix it by changing your environment and your daily structure. That means things like automating payments, so discipline doesn't depend on how you feel that day. Keeping money for bills and goals in separate accounts so you don't accidentally spend it. Limiting your exposure to people who trigger constant comparison. You're not just managing money, you're managing triggers. The fewer decisions you have to make in moments of stress, the more likely you are to actually reach your goals. To make this easier, I created a 30-day Wealth Habits Challenge that guides you through this step by step. It's a simple, practical program that helps you define your main financial goal, design habits that fit your reality, and stay consistent without burning out. You'll find the link in the pinned comment. If you're serious about changing your behavior, this challenge was built for you. There's one last idea from the book that changes how you see your goals. Most of the progress you make won't feel like progress at all. It will feel boring. Another month with the same automatic transfer. Another weekend where you say no to something that doesn't fit your plan. Another day where nothing dramatic happens. But this boring consistency is exactly what almost no one achieves. People want intensity, not stability. They want a story they can tell instantly, not a quiet win they build over years. Your job is to be different, to respect the fact that your brain loves novelty and still choose stability, to understand that every small decision is a vote for the person you're becoming. A person who doesn't just wish for financial goals, but quietly builds them day after day. That's the psychology behind every goal that actually lasts. Now that you've seen all this, ask yourself, what is one small, concrete action you can take today for your main financial goal? Not a fantasy, not a huge sacrifice, just one clear move. Opening a separate savings account, setting up an automatic transfer, making one extra payment, or writing down your real number for enough. Whatever it is, commit to it today. Then tell me in the comments, what's your goal and what's the first action you're taking after this video? Because in the end, your financial story won't change because you watched one more video. It will change because you finally decided to behave differently, consistently. And if you want help turning these ideas into daily action, remember, you'll find the link to the 30-day Wealth Habits Challenge in the pinned comment. It's a guided 30-day path to building habits that support any financial goal you choose. If this video made you reflect even for a few minutes, that's already a sign you're ready for a different relationship with money. To keep learning and growing, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications. Here, you'll find more content about money psychology, financial behavior, and how to build real wealth, slowly, calmly, and on your own terms.